I'm against racism and sexism, no matter who it's directed against. It is entirely possible to be racist against white people or black people or Asians or anyone else. We should really accept no racism or sexism in any form, no matter what it's called. DEI and wokeism essentially advocate racism and sexism. That is wrong. They're also anti-meritocratic. So we should really, in my view, have a meritocratic society where people succeed as a function of their abilities and how hard they work. That should be the only way that people succeed, not through some arbitrary measures that are discriminatory.
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and this right here is a clear-cut example of a white supremacist. There's gonna be some people in the comment section talking about he ain't a white supremacist, and black people always like to play the race card and any other trope that you can use and shit, but it ain't gonna work here. And I'm gonna block your ass if I see it in the comment section, not because you don't have freedom of speech, it's because you're dumb and uninformed and don't read. First, last week or a week or so ago, his punk ass dad got on TV. One, I don't get how the fuck his dad is of any notoriety other than owning an emerald mine in fucking South Africa, to the point where he can actually get his goofy ass on CNN and spew like white supremacist talking points, talking about how if the United States becomes minority white, then we'll go back to the dark ages, neglecting all the foul shit that non-black people have done in this country. But I digress. So I'm not believing that like he wasn't with the bullshit. Not only that, the apple don't fall far from the tree. You can't sit here and tell me that he don't agree with none of his dad's views. Clearly he does. And that whole disguise of using DEI as a way to mask up your white supremacist beliefs, first of all, DEI helps white women, majority. It only helps 5% of black people, or my bad, it's only helped 5% of black people within the workforce. It typically helps white women, and then LGBT people. That's a fact. That's not conjecture. If you don't know that, don't argue. Go read a book. Second of all, he's talking about this should be a meritocracy, and I agree. However, sir, you actually haven't like worked off of just merit. Now, you didn't invent the Tesla, you bought the company. Now, granted, I give you that you got the money from the sale of PayPal, or he bought PayPal, I think for like $6 million. He bought PayPal. He took another $800 million. Nah, let me take that back. He bought PayPal and he bought Tesla. So he's just a fucking maniac that buys shit, right? Or maybe he developed PayPal and took the money and bought the company Tesla, right? Because the guy that had it previously, he wasn't doing shit with it. So he bought that. But sir, you got subsidy loans by the state of California to actually help mass produce your vehicles, if I'm not mistaken, in 2007. And you got subsidy grants to the tune, my bad if I said grant loans before, subsidy grants, which is money you don't have to pay back, to the tune of $40 million continually since 2007. Now, and since then, he's had to relocate his plant, if I'm not mistaken, to Texas or Memphis, one of the two. I know a company he owns, I want to say Twitter, right, fucking up the water in Memphis, or it might be Tesla, I don't know. One of those states he relocated his company to, and he's set to get a federal grant of $1 trillion from Trump's administration. Once again, this isn't me, this is not conjecture. That New York Times posted that shit. So I fail to realize how you even have the audacity to talk about merit. You didn't get shit off of merit. And the fact that people in the government in California was too stupid and they gave your ass $40 million since 2007 is beyond me, right? But once again, this is the same place that are housing male inmates in female prisons because they identify as trans women. So Like, I'm not surprised this country or this state doesn't necessarily have people between Gavin Newsom, Karen Bass, and any other politician in California. They're not working with a full deck. They're kind of dim with it. So I could see why somebody like him conned them out of $40 million. But let's not get it twisted, sir. You didn't get that shit off of your merit. You know what I'm saying? You got that shit because they kind of dumb and you that smart. And work hard to get shit. In any event, if anything, you literally took advantage of their stupidity, incompetence, them being dumb politicians, or the fact that they're probably just corrupted when you probably paid them off. That's not merit, sir. So you're the last person to talk about a meritocracy and that you're not racist. First of all, I'm from the streets. I know what it looked like. You look like a racist fuck. Not only that, you own one of the fucking racist social media apps out there. Now, I like the fact that people have freedom of speech, but let's not get it fucked up that you let people spew racism and racist tropes all over Twitter. Never mind when I call somebody a fucking y'all want to like flag my video or you'll flag my post and talking about we've limited your visibility. Yeah, where was that same energy when a motherfucker was posting the N-word with the hard R, or the white boy that was posting F-ya-Motha? Page still up. Page got clear visibility to the point where I'm seeing that bullshit and I don't even follow him. Any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do. Like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm out.